packed up the dresses you loved on me, swept up the glass from the memories. I used to hang on every word you said. Now I just listen to the silence instead. I was the woman who gave you her all. You were the shadow that let me fall. I don't wish you bad, I don't wish you well. I'm just breaking out of this quiet hell. You crossed a line I can't unsee. Now you're dead to me, a ghost in my mind, a chapter I'm leaving so far behind. I'll grieve for the girl that I used to be, but the man that I love is just dead to me. Yeah, you're dead to me. I pass by our spot on the avenue, and I don't feel a single thing for you. The tears that I cried have all turned to stone. I finally learned how to stand here alone. Your pictures are burned, your number erased. There's no lingering look on my face. I don't wish you bad, I don't wish you well. I'm just breaking out of this quiet hell. You crossed the line I can't unsee. Now you're dead to me, a ghost in my mind, a chapter I'm leaving so far behind. I'll grieve for the girl that I used to be, but the man that I love is just dead to me. You're dead to me. Sometimes the end is the only way out. Sometimes the silence is louder than doubts. I buried the hope, I buried the pain. I'm dancing alone in the pouring rain. You're dead to me. Nothing left to say, nothing left to see. Rest in peace to us. You're dead to me. I packed up the dresses you loved on me. I brushed my hair and put on my favorite dress, hoping tonight would be the night you'd finally confess. But I'm sitting at my vanity, staring at a ghost, realizing the man I love the key. A temporary home where you pretended it was me. I'm paying all the interest and tears I try to hide, returning what I borrowed with nothing left inside. The closet is half empty, where your jackets used to hang. Every silence in this bedroom feels like a sudden pang. I'd paint it on a smile just to keep you satisfied, but a girl can only fake it until her soul has died. I felt the countdown ticking in the way you held my hand. I was building us a castle out of slipping, falling sand. They say that women love too hard, and maybe that is true, because I shattered my own reflection just to meet with you. The lease is up, the debt is paid, the contract tore apart. I'm just a lonely girl who merely borrowed your heart. I'll back away the memories, give back the love I took, just a borrowed chapter in someone else's book. The moonlight spills across the empty side of the bed. I trace the pillow where you used to rest your head. My favorite dress still carries the ghost of your cologne. In this crowded city, I have never felt so alone. The clock is ticking, mocking every tear I cry. I'm staring blankly at the dark and heavy sky. I tell myself that morning brings a brand new light, but I'm a prisoner of the shadows in the night. Every time I close my eyes, I see your face, and I'm falling backward into your embrace. Sleepless without you, the hours coffee just to warm my trembling hands, trying to accept what my heart barely understands. I wore my hair the way you always loved the most, but now I'm getting dressed up just to entertain a ghost. The mirror shows a woman who is wearing thin, fighting a battle that she knows she cannot win. I tell myself that morning brings a brand new light, but I'm a prisoner of the shadows in the night. Every time I close my eyes, I see your face, and I'm falling backward into your embrace. Sleepless without you, the hours grow by. A girl with a broken heart, too tired to try. I caught in the echoes of the promises we made, watching the colors of our love begin to fade. Oh, the silence was so loud, and the night is so blue. I'm losing my mind, sleepless without you. There's a film of gray settling on the picture by the bed. I haven't had the strength to move the pillows by my head. Your scent is slowly fading from the sweater that I kept, a quiet little monument where I just sat and wept. Now there's dust on the memories, settling on the pain, like a soft, quiet snowfall masking all the rain. I try to wipe it clean so I can see your face again, but the dust on the memories just proves that it's the end. I wore that silver necklace that you bought me in the spring. Now it tarnishes in boxes with my hopes and everything. A woman learns to quiet down the ache inside her chest, but cleaning out this empty room is putting me to test. The clock keeps ticking forward, but my mind is stuck right here, watching every vibrant moment slowly disappear. I don't wanna sleep away the times we used to share, like breathing in the aftermath is more than I can bear. Choking on the particles of all our broken dreams, was sweeping up the remnants of my torn up fragrances. Let it settle, let it fall. I can't fight it anymore. Just dust on the memories scattered on The coffee is cold on my side of the bed. I'm wearing the sweater you left here instead. I trace out the shape of your name on the glass and pray that this terrible feeling will pass. They tell me I'm young and I'll find someone new, but my whole world was revolving around you. I'm breathing in, but I'm suffocating. I'm moving on, but I'm only waiting for a door to open that's locked up tight. Without you here, I'm losing my life. I'm a cutting edge on a dulling knife. I go through the motions, a ghost in the day, but half of my soul has been taken away. Oh, I'm losing my life, trying to survive, but I don't feel alive. My friends take me out to the bars downtown. I wear a red dress, but I'm wearing a frown. A stranger buys me a drink with a smile. I politely pretend I'm okay for a while, but nobody holds me the way that you did. I'm just a lost woman feeling like a kid. Oh, I'm breathing in, but I'm suffocating. I'm moving on, but I'm only waiting for a door to open that's locked up tight. Without you here, I'm losing my life. I'm a cutting edge on a dulling knife. I go through the motions, a ghost in the day, but half of my soul has been taken away. Oh, I'm losing my life, trying to survive, but I don't feel alive. Every heartbeat is a heavy drum. I'm reminding me of what we've become. A beautiful tragedy, a faded spark. I'm losing my life in the dark. Losing my life, slipping away. Come back to me. I'm losing my life today. I found the letters hidden in a wooden box, safely guarded by my foolish little locks. You swore forever in a steady cursive line. You called me a goddess, said you'd always be mine. But ink fades out and paper turns to yellowed, and our whole story ended on the second page. I built a castle on the words you used to say, but the wind came howling and blew it all away. I stood there waiting in my white and hopeful gown, watching the empire of us slowly burn down. Promises time best, slipping right through my hands. A masterpiece of us, swallowed by the desert sands. I gave you all ashes and the cold. Oh, there forever that we painted is a rust. Just beautiful lies and promises turn dust. You bought me silver and you wrapped it up in gold. You sold me futures that were never yours to hold. I see other girls walking down the avenue, smiling lovers the way I used to smile with you. I bite my lip and try to hide the jealous sting, mourning the silence of a choir that won't sing. I built a castle on the words you used to say, but the wind came howling and blew it away. I stood there waiting in my white hopeful gown, watching the empire of us slowly burn down. Promises turn dust, slipping right through my hands. A masterpiece of art swallowed by the desert sand. Taking you all my trust, every piece of my soul. Now I'm left sweeping up the ashes in the cold. Oh, the forever that we painted is a rust. Just beautiful lies and promises turn dust. I saw your sister at the grocery store. She looked down and walked right out the door. It's funny how quickly the family you make can shatter like glass, a fragile mistake. I used to be hers, the girl of your dreams. Now I'm just a secret tearing at the seams. We built a whole universe out of thin air. Now we're just strangers with memories to share. It's a bitter pill, it's a cruel design. How the people you knew become people you knew. How the red in my heart turned to indigo blue. We slept in one bed, we shared every fear. Now we don't even speak, we just disappear. Yeah, the people you know, they can hurt you the most when they turn into ghosts. I heard that you moved to the west side of town, got a new job and you're settling down. Do you ever tell her the jokes that we had? Does she hold you tight when the weather gets bad? I shouldn't care, I'm a woman grown, but I miss the safety that I've always known. You built a whole universe out of thin than memories to share. It's a bitter pill, it's a cruel design. How the people you know become people you knew. How the red in my heart turned to indigo blue. We slept in one bed, we shared everything. Now we don't even speak, we just disappear. Yeah, the people you know, they can hurt you the most when they turn into ghosts. The honest truth of growing older, the warmest nights can turn so much colder. One day forever, the next day you're gone, and I'm left here writing this song. People you know, we fade like the snow. Now you're just someone I knew a lifetime ago. My phone screen is glowing in the middle of the dark. My fingers hovering over words that used to be a spark. I typed out that I need you, then I erased it all. Just a frightened little girl afraid of the fall. These are my unsent last words, trapped inside my mind. The closure that I desperately have tried so hard to find. I write them in the shadows, let the teardrops blur the screen. The saddest unsent messages that you have never seen. I draft 100 letters on the pages of my soul, asking how you're doing and if you're feeling whole. But pride is like a heavy dress that drags across the floor. I wear it 'cause I know I cannot text you anymore. My thumb is on the button, but my heart is paralyzing. I swallow down the desperate truth my soul is finalizing. If I press send, I lose the little dignity I kept. I'd just be the lonely woman who broke down and finally wept. So I leave them in the draft, a graveyard of my peace, a quiet, silent begging as I'm falling to my knees. Drive deleted, screen goes black. Unsaid last words. The rain is tapping softly on my window pane. I'm drinking tea to try and wash away the pain. I trace my lips where your taste used to softly lay, before you turned around and calmly walked away. The streetlights flicker in the puddle on the street, reflecting all the memories I can't defeat. You held my waist so gently in the corridor, like you were staying, like there'd be a million more. But underneath your sigh, I heard the quiet truth. You were already letting go of my fate in you. The last kiss echoing loudly in my mind, a bittersweet surrender that you left behind. I still feel the pressure of your mouth against my own, a tragic little melody and a sad familiar tone. It haunts me in the shadows, it hurts me in the glow. I'm paralyzed forever by the last kiss echo. Put away the sweater that you left behind, but there are triggers that I constantly still find. A romantic movie or a certain shade of blue. Everything I look at is a sudden path to you. I try to date, I try to smile and play the part, but other boys can't navigate this guarded heart. You held my waist so gently in the corridor, like you were staying, like there'd be a million more. But underneath your sigh, I heard the quiet truth. You were already letting go of my fate in you. The last kiss echoing loudly in my mind, a bittersweet surrender that you left behind. I still feel the pressure of your mouth against my own, a tragic little melody in a sad familiar tone. It haunts me in the shadows, it hurts me in the glow. I'm paralyzed forever by the last kiss that Did you know it was the end when you leaned in deep? Was it a secret that you knew you had to keep? It felt like forever, but it was a quick goodbye, a beautiful deceit, a softly spoken lie. It fades away slowly, but it never fully goes. Where you went to after that, only heaven knows. My lips are cold now, the fire is burning so low. Living in the silence, leave the last kiss echo. My mother used to tell me time would heal a broken wing, but she never saw the damage that a love like yours could bring. I've stitched it up with logic, and I tied it with a bow. But underneath the fabric, all the deepest sorrows flow. Because hearts don't end, they just learn to beat in pieces. The pain doesn't end, it just finds some new releases. I'm walking through this world with the shattered pane of glass, learning hearts don't mend, they just ache and let it pass. I put my makeup on and paint my lips a shade of red, trying to disguise the heavy thoughts inside my head. A woman learns to smile when she's dying underneath, hiding all her fractures with the practiced perfect teeth. They say glue the fragments, make a beautiful mosaic, but I am just exhausted and my feelings are archaic. You took the largest piece of me when you walked out the door. Now I'm crawling on my knees to find the rest upon the floor. It's a permanent condition, this hollow in my chest. I'll carry it forever, giving up on all the rest. It stays broken, it stays torn. Hearts don't mend, they just mourn. I leave the porch light off when I come home. There's a strange kind of peace in being alone. I don't check my phone when it buzzes at night. I don't start a war, I don't pick a fight. I'm learning to sleep on the middle of the mattress, playing the part of the solitary actress. I fought the quiet, I screamed at the walls, but nobody answered my desperate calls. Now the silence is singing a lullaby, and I'm getting used to this, used to the lack of your kiss, used to the cold, used to the gray, used to you being so far away. It breaks my heart, but I must confess, I'm finally getting used to this. I make dinner for one, pour a single glass. I watch the seasons slowly pass. I don't flinch when I hear your favorite band. I don't reach out for an empty hand. I'm a woman rebuilt from the ruins you left, surviving the sorrow, surviving the theft. I fight the quiet, I screamed at the walls, but nobody answered my desperate calls. Now the silence is singing a lullaby, and I'm getting used to this, used to the lack of your kiss, used to the cold, used to the gray, used to you being so far away. It breaks my heart. asking why, you just look up at the sky. I'm used to this, the lonely abyss. Letting you go, I'm used to I'm used to this. The hands that used to wipe the tears right off my face push me out and tell me I should know my place. The voice that whispered sweet nothings in the dark now fires arrows directly at my fragile heart. I sit and wonder how the honey turned to gold. How did the highest high become the hardest fall? I look at photographs of when you used to care, when your fingers loved to tangle in my messy hair. Now your eyes are icy and your words are made of stone. I'm lying next to you, but I am all alone. Tenderness turned pain, a beautiful design undone, a shadow creeping in and blocking out the sun. Every soft touch weaponized, every sweet word stained. I'm drowning in the ocean of this tenderness turned pain. A woman torn to pieces by the man she kept so near. I'm trading all my comfort for a heavy silent fear. I tiptoe around the house to keep from waking you, afraid to break the fragile truths we stumble to. I'm trying to be perfect, playing the good girl, but this emotional whiplash is taking quite a toll. You pull me close and then you violently pull away. I never know which version I will get today. I look at photographs of when you used to care, when your fingers loved to tangle in my messy hair. Now your eyes are icy and your words are made of stone. I'm safety of your arms when they were kind. I'll miss the peace that I could always seem to find. But the rose is wilted and the thorns are all that's left. I'm the weeping victim of this quiet, subtle theft. I'll pack my bags tomorrow when the morning breaks. I have to walk away before my spirit fully breaks, leaving behind the sunshine, stepping out into the rain, saying goodbye forever to the tenderness and pain. Let it pour so nobody knows. I saw you at the station with somebody new. She was wearing a jacket of a brighter blue. You were holding her umbrella, keeping her so dry. And I felt a sudden urge to just break down and cry. I stepped up from the awning into the pouring street. I let the heavy weather wash over my feet. I didn't want you looking and seeing my disgrace, so I let the stormy sky cover up my face. I look up to the clouds and let the water fall. A master of disguises, I'm fooling them all. Raindrops hide my tears, blurring all the lines, washing out the makeup and the broken warning signs. If the sky is weeping with me, then nobody can see that I'm a shattered woman, crying desperately. I'm blending with the weather, I'm melting in the gray. Raindrops hide my tears while you look the other way. Commuters rush on by me, running for the train. They just see a crazy girl standing in the rain, but they don't know the agony exploding in my chest. They don't know my beating heart is failing the test. The water mixes with the salt upon my cheek. I haven't felt this devastated all entire week. It's a perfect camouflage for a devastated soul. Watery disguise to keep me in control. Everyone will see me break. Keep raining, please keep raining high. that couldn't sink in. I held them close to my chest, believing they were my best. Paper promises and fire, burning higher and higher. Every vow you made turned into ash and faded. Paper promises and fire. Never let go, but your grip was never strong. I built my dreams on fragile words that didn't last too long. I watched them curl in flame as you forgot my name. No more letters in the dark, no more lighting up a spark. If love can't stand the heat, it isn't meant for me. I let the ashes fall. No promises at all, just smoke rising higher from paper promises and paper promises in fire. It stings every time. I thought that I was healing, I thought I found the score. I haven't cried about you in my lonely core. I was doing so much better, putting on a smile, walking through my life for a little while. Then your mother called to ask me how I've been, and the razor blade of memory cut into my skin. She told me you were happy, you were doing great, and it opened up the gash of my pathetic fate. I was stitching up the edges, I was binding up the cut, but one little sentence and it's tearing open up. It's salt on my wound, the fiery burning sting, the painful little details that the flying rumors bring. Every time I hear your name, it's acid in the scrape. I'm a captive in a prison with no promise of escape. I'm trying to recover, I'm trying to survive, but you're rubbing salt on my wounds, eating me alive. I see a post online, you're smiling on a beach, a paradise that's firmly kept out of my reach. The ocean breeze is blowing through your messy hair. You don't have a single worry, not a single care. I drop my phone onto the floor, it curl into a ball. I'm back to being nothing, back against the wall. The progress that I made was completely wiped away. I'm bleeding from the heart again today. Why does everybody have to tell me what you do? Can't they see I'm dying, trying to get over you? Keep your happy updates, keep your pleasant news. I am slowly drowning in these bloody bitter blues. It burns so Saw you in the crowd last night, or maybe it was just the light. My heart skipped like it used to do, even though it wasn't you. I'm walking past your ghost, trying not to feel it most. At a street we used to roam, feels like haunted home. Walking past your ghost. Your shadow lingers in the air, in songs and scents I cannot bear. I tell myself you're gone, but my heart holds on. Memories don't fade so fast, they're stitched into the past. I can't erase what we became, but I won't carry all the blame. I lied to let you go, even if it's slow. One day I won't feel this close to the echo I reverenced. Until then I coast, walking past your ghost. No fairy tale, no happy ever after. We didn't fade out slowly like a setting sun. We went out like a bullet from a loaded gun. Screaming in the kitchen, plates upon the floor. A venom in our voices we had never heard before. You called me things that I will never quite forget. A horrible crescendo of a poisonous regret. We tore down the cathedral that we spent years to build, leaving all our histories totally destroyed and killed. There was no gentle pardon, there was no fond farewell, just a pair of demons trapped inside a cell. A bitter end to us, a tragedy of pride. The love became a monster that we couldn't even hide. We poisoned all the water, we burned the harvest down. We're the most notorious disaster in this town. I taste the sour ashes every time I breathe. A bitter end to us, forcing me to leave. I look back at the photos from our very early days. We were caught inside a magical, romantic haze. It's terrifying how a flower turns into a knife. How the love of your existence becomes the pain of life. I pack my bags in silence, but the air is thick with hate. We cross the point of saving, we are far too late. I walk out the door and I don't even say goodbye. We blended this relationship until the well ran dry. We could have been so beautiful if we had compromised, but we let our ambitious egos become so oversized. Now there's nothing left but ruin. Bitter, so bitter. There's a quiet ache inside, like something slipped away. It's small but deep within. There's a price I always pay. I've got missing parts of soul, where your love once made me whole. You took pieces when you left. Now I'm trying to accept these missing parts of soul. I used to shine so bright, reflected in your eyes. Now I'm searching in the dark for what survived. I gave more than I knew, until nothing felt true. But maybe I can grow anew, find pieces without you. I am more than what you stole, more than missing parts of soul. I'll gather who I am with unsteady hands until I feel whole, without those missing parts of soul. So cold, I can't feel my fingers. says August. The sun is blazing bright, but I am wearing sweaters in the middle of the night. My blood is turned to slush, my veins are freezing up. There's a block of solid ice inside my coffee cup. When you took your warmth away, you triggered an eclipse, and the frostbite settled quickly on my shaking lips. I'm shivering in the daytime, trembling in the dark, a frozen statue standing in an isolated park. No fire can thaw me, no blanket is enough. I'm encased in a glacier, and the ice is very rough. There's a winter inside my soul, a permanent deep freeze. I'm a barren landscape, stripping all the trees. The snow is falling heavy on the meadows of my heart, a blizzarding reminder that we are far apart. I'm numb to all emotion, I'm turning blue. Just a winter inside my soul, and it's all because of you. Into the mirror, and my eyes are frosted glass. I'm watching all the seasons just completely bypass. The spring will never blossom, the summer will not burn. I'm waiting in an igloo for a lover's false return. The tears don't even fall now, freeze upon my face. I am entirely suspended in this Arctic space. My heartbeat is a slow, methodical dull thump. I'm a frozen, broken woman, I discarded icy love. They say that time brings sunshine to melt the ice away. Winter inside my soul, never warming up. The room is quiet, but it screams with everything we didn't say. Your side of the bed is neat, but the silence won't behave. There's static in the silence, buzzing through my veins. Every quiet moment whispers your name. Static in the silence, driving me insane. Check my phone again, though I know it won't light up. Waiting for a message stories swallowed whole are echoing in my soul. If I could break this quiet night, maybe I could set it right. But love can't be revived by what we left unsaid. So I let the silence ring through everything until it fades from my mind. No more static in the silence.